Vision Board 2024, take one.
Coming up next,
Go next. Stay tuned video news.
we have Sam with the weather.
Welcome to this video with myself, Sam Moyney, the founder of Student Breakthrough, and the awesome
Jordan from Say Something Video.
Now, it's 2024 and we thought it would be a great idea to work out and help you plan a vision for the year ahead, because a lot of the time we just go into the year without really thinking, well, what do we want to achieve? What do we want to do? What things we want to like progress on? This kind of stuff. It's a bit like going outside. You wouldn't just go outside, get in a car and just start driving around in circles, right? You put, I don't know, Google Maps on your phone and you'd have like some navigation on where you're gonna go. It's the same for vision. If you don't have an idea of where you're gonna go, then how the hell are you meant to go away and achieve it? So in this video, we're gonna be sharing 3 simple tips on how to create a vision, and then next, how to make a vision board. And this will be a great visual reminder for you. So get stuck in. We're gonna start off with an exercise called Hot Pen. So the first way to create a vision is to actually start thinking about, what do I want? And asking yourself that, right? So what do I want to achieve this year? Now to do that, we're gonna play a little game, and the game, Jordan, is called Hot Pen. Yeah, I need to do some better jokes. But it's called Hot Pen because if I ask Jordan here to think about, well, what do you want the end of 2024 to look like? And I got him to write down some ideas. It'd be quite surface level, right? And what we really want to do here is dig for the truth. So instead of saying stuff like, I don't know, just I want this, I want that, I want this. When we play the Hot Pen, we're actually gonna be writing down loads of things and digging more for the truth about what we want. Okay, so we're going from our conscious mind more into our subconscious. What do we really want to achieve this year? Now, the game is called Hot Pen because we're gonna set a timer for 5 minutes, and for 5 minutes, our pens cannot leave the paper. And the sentence we're gonna ask ourselves is this, and I want you to do the same. It's December 31st, 2024. I've had the most amazing year ever. I've just met Sam and Jordan for a coffee, and this is what I must tell them. Okay, so it's December the 31st, 2024. I'm meeting Sam and Jordan for a coffee. I've had the best year ever, and this is what I must share with them. Now, your pen cannot leave the paper, all right? If you don't know what to write, just write, I've got no idea what to write, okay? And we're trying to dig for the truth here. So Jordan, 5 minutes.
3, 2, 1,
Boom.
go. Is it literally like, oh, so okay, I can lift it off, okay.
Obviously, obviously you can lift it off the paper, yeah, you moron. You can lift it off the paper, okay.
Oh, there we go. I don't know why it's going off on my watch, but
Okay, 5 minutes. How was that?
more difficult than I thought it would be. I thought I'd be able to just go bosh, but it took a bit more thinking than I thought it would.
Yeah, I mean, the first time I did this was 15 minutes. So you can split it actually on that point. If you want to split it into like beginner, intermediate, and advanced, like the beginner one for this this Hot Pen exercise is 5 minutes like we just done. If you want to do like a bit more intermediate, 10 minutes. And again, the more you write, the more you're going to uncover. Okay, so yes, it is tough. But yeah, 15 minutes is the advanced section of this. Once you've got it, you've probably got some ideas. Do you want to share anything on there that you came up? Not all of it, but maybe some things that stand out.
So for me, I'd quite like to do a project or projects outside the UK. Not that there's anything wrong with the UK, but obviously I'd like to do that. I love traveling anyway. So the ability to travel and do what I like and combine the two, that for me would be something I'd quite like to do. Post on YouTube again. That's where I started everything, and I do enjoy it when I do create something for YouTube. So I'd quite like to start that up again. And I'll share one more. Compete in a boxing match.
Nice.
So yeah, there's a date in September. I haven't got the exact date, but just September time is when an event's going on.
Okay.
So I'm going to work towards that.
So what Jordan's showing there, you can do a combination of personal and professional. You haven't got to do just, your career or your personal life. It's great to combine the both. I mean, for me, I was quite descriptive on mine. I put like, I want to live in this beautiful flat just outside Lisbon in my new town of Caprica. I want to like meditate every morning overlooking on my balcony that I have. In terms of business, I want to be in 5 different countries next year. He might come with me if he plays his cards right. And also help 10 international schools. That's really my focus of 2024, is taking it more into international education. And yeah, hopefully meet a girl this year. Hopefully get my violin, maybe. But I hope there's someone out there. If you're watching this, let me know. And I've also put here, like, for my personal, my knee is stronger than ever. I've really struggled with my physical body in terms of my knee. And I really want to get that, like, make a commitment to get that nice and strong this year. So there's one way you can start thinking about a vision. Now we're going to take this at the end and make it into a vision board. We're going to show you another exercise now that you can do, which is called the vision wheel. Now vision wheels are amazing. As it says on here, the vision is the ability to see potential in what others overlook. And at times, again, when we're thinking about a vision, it's so easy to just skip over things that are actually very important to us. Again, we might just think of, like, I don't know, family or business or career, when actually, like, you know, what about fun? What about your finances? What about your physical health and mental health, things like this? So the vision wheel we're using here, we've got different categories around the outside. You can see it, and we're gonna put another copy on there. But you got, on our one, we've got the child version, so we're gonna make the adult version. So Jordan, what I need you to do is scrub out school and put career. And scrub out grades and put finance.
I just spelled career.
C-A-R-E-E-R. It's also a spelling lesson.
It's kind of funny how I've crossed out school. I don't know what to spell.
Yeah. Oh, that is ironic. That is pure irony. So we crossed out these areas, made it for the adult version. But what we're thinking of here, and you can write this down, the question is, what would life look like if, not all of these areas, but some of them that you want to choose was a 10 out of 10 the best it could be? All right, so if we take, for instance, fun, all right? So the question is, what would life look like if I was having 10 out of 10, like the most fun I could have, what would that look like by the end of 2024? Okay, now you haven't got to do every single area of this. You can pick and choose the areas. I think we should go for probably a minimum of, like, I don't know, 4 on that. Should we set on a timer for this? Yeah, let's do it. Should we do we can, again, like this, it's nice to put a timer on there. Should we just do another 5?
Let's do another 5.
Okay, all right. 2, 1, let's go. That's time. So actually, like, they're quite different. This one's obviously a lot less structured. This one is more, I don't know which one I prefer actually, but obviously both are going to combine into our vision board. Anything that was new on there you want to share?
I suppose for me on the organisation point is less mental stress if I was a lot more organised, because it's something that I've struggled with in the past, and I'm still at that point at the moment where I'm like trying to find that tool or workflow or something which just takes everything and makes it more organised. And the reason I'm doing it is to take off some of this stress I'm having. And if I find that, then it basically like lift a massive weight off my shoulders with it.
Yeah, when you're doing stuff like Jordan said, like less mental stress, start thinking as if you can, like, well, how can I do that? Like, what could that look like? So it's not a question for right now, but just have a think about that. I love this one you put on here, moved out.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so one of the goals of mine this year is to at least explore the option of moving out, because I feel like I need to set myself that goal at some point and work towards it and just see what happens.
Awesome, man.
So,
awesome.
Yeah. What about you?
New stuff I put on here. I put some financial targets. I think it's really important to do that. Again, like thinking about our sat-nav metaphor. If you don't know, especially if we work for ourselves, so we've got to have some sort of target on what we want to hit, and then we'll break that down into months, and then we can hit that. So I'm not going to share what that is, but it's definitely a stretch number. I put on here loads of road, like for fun, I put like surfing 2 lessons a month. I want to do 1 road trip a month. I want to go to 3 festivals, 10 sport events. The other thing to think about here, when you put numbers, data, stats on stuff, it's way easier to achieve it. Like I put here, for my physical health, 3 times HIIT classes, 2 times gym, and 3 times surf. So again, I'll know what I want to be hitting. If you just put like, oh, I want to improve my fitness, like, how do you know you're going to do that? If you can put numbers and stats on it, it's going to make it way easier to achieve. For mental health, I put like continuing my therapy. I'm doing my master's in coaching at the moment. And yeah, I think that's about it off the back of the other one. So there's the vision wheel, a bit different, a bit more structured, but still getting you thinking about what do you want to achieve this year in 2024. So now we've got our hot pen and our vision wheel. The next task is to put this into a vision board, sometimes called a breakthrough board. But what we're trying to think about here is where our attention goes, our energy flows. So if me and Jordan, or Jordan and I, sorry, just take these and we stick them on our desks or stick them on our wall, like, no offense, I'm not gonna look at that. You can't remember handwriting, right? It's rubbish. And also it's not very visually appealing. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take these two exercises. I'm gonna think, and I want you to think about this as well. How can I visualize what I've written down? Okay, and this could be in really like motivational quotes. It can be mainly in images we're thinking about. I'm gonna create a collage on an A3 bit of paper. This is gonna be our vision board. So for instance, we're gonna get our laptops out in a second. Now Jordan mentioned he wants to move house, right, or move out. So an obvious image for Jordan and myself, because I put that for Portugal, is to put an image of a house. Okay, so it's visualizing what we want. Jordan talked about going back on YouTube. So like, no brainer, like get the YouTube logo up there. I've talked about international schools. So I might get a globe and an image of the world. Now you might be thinking, well, right, Sam and Jordan, just because you are printing off pictures, you know, that's not necessarily gonna work. And I agree with you. Just printing this off is not gonna do anything, but when you keep looking at it, I've done this now for 5 years and it always comes true. Because I actually put mine up in near my bathroom, so I'm brushing my teeth in morning and night and I'm looking at this stuff. And it's that constant drumbeat, boom, boom, boom. Where's your attention going? This is what I want. This is what I'm aiming for this year. And it does work if you work with it. So what we're gonna do now is research some pictures and then we'll show you how we put it all together.
Got to get the cheeky, perfect.
Such a loser. Yeah, so a simple way to do this, all I do is load up a Word document, either on Microsoft Word or Google Docs, and then go on Google and just literally search for the images that you want. Now, I also love quotes. I love motivational quotes. So you can find a quote that links to what you want to do. You know, you can type in literally anything like persistence quotes or motivational inspiration, and putting some of those on there is really, really useful as well. You might also want to think about someone that you look up to. This could be someone you know personally or you don't know. In the past, I've had Sir Ken Robinson on mine, who's this big educationalist. He's educational reformer. I've had Joe Wicks with an MBE because I really look up to him as an entrepreneur. So you can have people like that as well that inspire you. But really, we're just thinking, how can I get inspiration from this vision board? One thing you want to do when you're putting this onto a Word document is to put the images into different sizes. You're going to make this into a collage at the end. So if you had everything the same size, it's going to look pretty boring. So make some big, some small, that kind of thing. Keeps it interesting. You can obviously always resize it at the end.
Can you remember this?
Hi, this is Jordan from JVP Media. And I'm Sam from Student Break.
Oh my God.
Three-step equation to gain confidence on camera. And starting out.
That's when we were filming and that guy from the library kicked us out.
Rebel! All right, so now what you should have is a selection of images that relate to your vision board. Now what you're gonna do straight up is to cut these out in as neat as possible. We've got scissors here, we've got a guillotine. You don't need a guillotine, but cut these out and then we'll show you how to put it all together. Okay, so now here's the fun part. So Jordan and I have got loads of pictures and images, and what we're gonna do, we're gonna plan this into a beautiful collage. So the first thing you wanna do is obviously just lay them out. A little tip, you wanna get the biggest images and put them in the corners. You get the corners done first, and then you can fill the images in as you go. But be creative. There's no right or wrong here. You have got to make it look perfect. Just get them on, but start with the corners and work your way in. So once we have put all our pictures down and made a lovely collage, you should get something. Ta-da! Looks like this. Do you want to hold? I'll hold yours up and you can just talk through it. What we got here?
So we've got quite a few quotes. We've got a couple of quotes that mean a lot to me from people who I find inspirational. So two people on there for me. I've got Casey and I sat down here. I loved his vlogging style back in the day, and he was the one who got me really into YouTube. And Matt Armstrong up here. I haven't been a long-term follower of his, but his work ethic is really inspiring from how he came from doing something very small, and now he does these crazy things on YouTube. Got things relating to me wanting to move out on here, so place, office space, which is actually Casey's as well. A picture of me traveling. This is up in, I think, Lake District, I think. Me doing some more filming bits. Boxing match. Obviously, I'm no Anthony Joshua, but yet. A camera I'd quite like to own this year. Milton Keynes up there because that's where I'd like to move out to. And then screen time as well. Big one for me that I didn't mention earlier. Getting that screen time down and stopping that mindless scrolling on TikTok. Yeah.
Awesome, good stuff. So for me, again, got some quotes. One that stands out is, "The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones," because I want to really create this educational movement where we're changing things. It is a big mountain, but we've got to start with taking away the tiniest objects. Other important things: victory belongs to the most persevering. One of my favourite ones from Napoleon. Obviously keeping going and not quitting. Up here is my home of Costa Caprica, where I want to keep living. I've got a random picture of a knee here because I said I want to improve my knee. 180 doesn't link to darts, it links to 180 people. I want to get on our program by the end of the year. And then a few other social things here, like I want to keep going to music festivals, I want to improve my surfing and go on road trips and things like this. So this is the vision board by the end of 2024 that I want to be achieving and Jordan wants to be achieving. So you can see, right? We can't just like look at this and expect, stuff to just appear. It does involve action, right? The distance between your dreams and reality is action. And this is our dream. The reality is right now. And what's going to move Jordan to get moving out of the house, to reduce his screen time, to buy that camera, what's going to help me impact more international schools is not just looking at this, right? It does involve action. But when we can put our attention on this, our energy is going to go there, which will push darts into action. Mm-hmm. Okay. So Jordan, how was it making, it's your first vision board?
It's the first one, yeah.
Yeah, how was it?
I really enjoyed it. I think for me, it's the creative aspect. Anything creative for me, I love doing. So for me, it was a bit of a blast from the past using a Pritt stick again. So, but yeah, no, I should definitely be doing more of these. I mean, even like you said, you do yours at sort of 6 months or so. I might even pick that up as well, because it just really puts everything into perspective. And going back to what I said about organisation earlier, it puts everything down on the paper and gives you that thing to look at and reflect on. So
yeah, look at, reflect on, and then you can get back to 6 months and think, well, what I have achieved. I guarantee by 2024, a lot of this stuff will have been achieved. And actually we can do a video on the 31st of December 2024.
Yeah, let's do it.
And maybe see how far we've come with this. But hope you've enjoyed our video on vision boards. If you've got any questions, obviously drop a comment. We're happy to help you. And Jordan, it's always a pleasure to do content with you, man.
Likewise.
Big ups.
Big ups.
Bash.